What up, YouTube? Good afternoon. Speaking of which, I will be live tonight. It's a couple hours actually, and when this posts, maybe like an hour and a half. Who knows? Speaking of lives, this was requested as I was like walking out the door on my last live, and I promised I would get to it. Jordan, I think it was. Appreciate the support as always. We're checking out City of Sound, ButOneGhost. Do me a favor, go like, go subscribe. I already did. We want to make sure we support the artists first and foremost, and artists especially, well, artists and creators, everybody in this digital music realm in YouTube and can use all the support that they can get, especially now with some crazy stuff happening. But apparently, the lead singer of this group is he does reactions as well. So go check out his page. His name is Righteous J, just the letter J, and righteous spelled how you would think. But this is his band. Apparently, he is the front man. I don't think I've seen his reactions or heard the band, so we're diving in. But yeah, go show some love. Go support for sure. And love to have you guys here as well. Please like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. I don't have subtitles, so I'm gonna assuming dude speaks my language, we're gonna try to follow along with lyrics. I think he actually posted them, so maybe we'll pull that up on a different screen here. Just kind of follow. I don't know. I kind of want to watch. It's a music video. I kind of want to watch the video, and then maybe we can refer back to the lyrics afterwards. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Cool. All right, let's fire it up. Yeah, and by the way, best way to get me is on Patreon. If you don't catch me in a live, most of my requests do come from Patreon. Jump over there; it's free. Pinned at the top of the page is for requests. So, anyways, let's get it going.
Paralyzing start to strip you of reason. Damn the facing walls, they touch the sky and say that you are none, but I am one.
Dude's got a this song comes out like hitting you with these rock vibes, and then he kind of tones it down. He's got this kind of smooth, this really delicate delivery. I wasn't really expecting that, but I'm sure he's about to fire it up in a second here. Let's go.
But I am one.
It's good sound.
You and I made under lies, a cast of dreamers, fading by with all the cries of weary souls. Don't walk the night alone. Say
dude's got a great tone, man. I like dude's voice a lot. It's not too like sometimes when you get into these rock sounds and you push your you push your voice in a way that you get a lot of breaking in certain areas, but he's got good control from like chest to head voice and projection as well, but a great tone on that. I will say, dude, I love when rock songs have strings anywhere. It gives you this kind of this holistic kind of orchestral feel that makes it almost cinematic in a sense. I got a thing for that, man. That's dope. I'll get to the lyrics in a second.
With each step towards mine, our creatures to devour. Our starlight believers, the keepers of the found, my hopeful kind, and you have found your own. So welcome home. You faded light of souls. Say I won, and to final ground, a phantom of the dawn, for the sound, let the rest, our desire was a falling crown, to raise upon the dark somehow. To raise upon the dark somehow. As I reach, as you learn to break from the underpaid, beside don't walk the night alone. You never walk alone. Say I won, and to a final ground, a phantom of the dawn, for the sound, let the rest, our desire was a falling crown, to raise upon the dark somehow. To raise upon the dark somehow. As I reach, as you learn to break from the underpaid, beside sanctified, with those who walk the night, chances of the light.
Dude, that was fire, man. That was dope. I like the sound on that a lot. Definitely something I would listen to again. It's got a cool mix of these, is that right? Um, these cool, these rock vibes again mixed with this kind of orchestral feel, and I love that kind of co-balance of the two of that. Um, dude's got crazy vocals. Vocals on that were fire. I haven't heard anything by them, so that's an introduction, but definitely down to check out more. Let me just read some lyrics real quick. It's they have some context. Inspired by Edgar Allan Poe's Alone and Edward Everett Hale's One, called as a response to those who have told they're invisible and invite to leave the forces behind and walk into the night as we chase the day. I read it a little bit differently. I was reading kind of through the lyrics. When you're, I kind of took it to, in referencing like a world of towers, oppressive forces, endless towers, and you're the narrator, the speaker is coming from like and referred to as I am one, talking about like sort of like your own sort of existence and individuality, and kind of redefining that in a world that's sort of oppressing, or opposed. And then when you get into lines like like you and I made under lies, sort of talk, are sort of in reference to a world shaping around us that and then you have like in that you have themes of like like you get into themes of like isolation versus unity, because you talk about um there was a part here like you have found your own, welcome home. There's elements and hints of like togetherness throughout, so it's almost like we can band together, and these opposing these endless towers and these this wave of this ozone of lies, and that's woven overhead. It's almost like we can trying to kind of a take my hand, and we can kind of navigate this ourselves. So it's like kind of like finding hope in darkness, right? um but it's definitely got like some spiritual and existential like undertones. um but and I don't know, it's poetic, so it's one of those things that like you could kind of read it however you want to. And so me, I sort of just look at it with the present mind and present day, and apply it to sort of the things that are going on around us. And a lot of the times people kind of feel like they are there is endless towers could just be like you could think of that in like a literal sense too, like just actual there's just so much going on, and like I'm never going to reach the tops of these towers. So it's almost like this sense of loneliness unless there's this band of togetherness, right? And you kind of get into that. And then talking about, I mean, I'm not going to get political on it, but talking about like your sort of umbrella of lies, kind of like, and you're talking about poets from the past, but like looking at a modern day perspective, is kind of where my mind's at with kind of how that I would translate that. But again, it's very cryptic. So you take it wherever your mind wants to go. City of Sound, yeah, go support, please. Go like, go subscribe, and go check out Righteous J's channel. I plan to do the same. He is the lead singer. Fire vocals on that, my guy. If you watch this, really like that. And dude, love the strings on that. The drums hit hard. Love the melody on that. Really well put together song. So definitely go show some love. If you guys haven't already, make sure you like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate it very much. We'll keep it moving. We'll see you on the live if you make it.